Lamin, if we have a meeting here and I offer you a position, and you said, yes, thank you very much, Mr. President, and even hug me, and then leave, and then go sit there, talk to Marmunela, don't accept it, this is a demotion. You come back tomorrow and tell the president, I respectfully decline.
In writing, that's the difference.
Fatu, do you think we should run our public affairs like that? Verbal. You know, government is not only the government of the Gambia. Governments are always looking for reasons to say things about people that are not true. This is simple. Can you produce a document signed by Mr. Ceesay accepting his appointment as Minister of Trade? Can you produce that?
You know what somebody told me? Let me interject here. Somebody said to me, if the president swore to an affidavit that this guy accepted his offer, there's no court of law, there's no judge in the high court who will reject that the president is lying. They will not accept that if he swore to an affidavit that this guy accepted, even though he did not accept in writing, he did not reject in writing, but he accepted verbally, and then the president can swear to an affidavit, the courts will accept that. That is acceptable in court.
Yeah, but do we want our president to do that? Do you think the president will do that? There is a possibility a judge will say, no, it's hearsay. We are not accepting this. The judge is not saying the president is lying,
but he's
simply saying, no, we don't have any confidence in these assertions. Yeah. So those are just talking points.
Yeah.
And again, the action is done even before that happens. You have appointed him without first engaging him. It was like he said, he needs to resign first so he can be appointed to the position.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
He's already a sitting auditor general.
Yeah.
You say, I appoint you as minister. That cannot be done.
He needs to resign first.
The basis itself is wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Do they have a resignation letter?
No.
Do they have an acceptance letter? What do they have? The government megaphone. You go and say, Fatu is this, Fatu is that. I've seen, partisans saying all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But those are really immaterial.
Yeah.
The key question is whether the president has the mandate to remove an auditor general. That's the only question here. Yes. Yeah. He accepted it. He hugged the president. He said yes. Went to Mar and Mar changed his mind. They're not important. We don't run the country like that. Gambians don't like procedure.
Yeah.
Most of us are partisan. You don't look at your own interest. You look at just these transient leaderships and you enslave yourself to them. This is a wrong process. So let them bring the documentation. Yeah. How do you offer a minister a position like that? Do you write to them? Maybe you don't. You just tell the minister, So where is the evidence? There is nothing. Nothing. We're not going to listen to what Dr. Ceesay has to say. He can say it. He's a minister of information. But of course, what do you expect? You expect him to contradict the president? But we are not fools. You have the megaphone. You can allege that somebody did this and this and this. But when we stand for the truth, we are not protecting the Auditor General. We are protecting the integrity of our public processes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I will feel like the press statement was premature because unlike redeployment of ministers, where they will not need to, resign or what have you, they accept and you redeploy them. But for the case of the Auditor General, if you already understand the process and these are the safeguards, if the person accepts, if I was the president and I appoint counsel and he accepts to be the minister, I will tell him, well, because of the law says that you have to resign.
Yeah.
So once I get your resignation letter, then I can announce
That yes.
that I have appointed. Of course, the
announcement of the
resignation.
Yeah.
Modou Ceesay has resigned as Auditor General. You know, that has been checked
Yeah.
because the position has to be vacant. So that is checked. We leave it to that. And then I appoint Modou Ceesay as the Minister of Trade. Due process is followed.
Yeah.
But the statement was premature. Whoever was doing it was doing it out of rust. It also has made a lot of people to believe that this is a plot. Because government have legal advisors and they know these issues.
Yeah.
So many people, I'm not saying that's what I'm thinking, but I've seen some people writing to say that this is a plot, right? They appoint him as a minister and then they can come out if he reject and say, oh, he accepted it before and he disrespected the president as a result, he's going to be removed and then we're going to put someone else there. I don't know how they're going to play around those words, but council, we all students, you let us know. There are those that will say, well, if someone else, is it the promissory estoppel, right? Does it apply to this?
Well, not really. I think the explanations that you gave are enough. There has to be a resignation, and then there has to be an appointment. Yeah. So, I mean, he didn't promise them anything. He didn't say he was going to resign. So it's a contested terrain. I'll go with what the Auditor General says. Yeah.
And as we speak, we don't have a trade minister because the Auditor General is supposed to be the trade minister. So what becomes of that position right now is because he's appointed as minister anyway. Even though he said no, he's appointed anyway. So what is going to happen? The president is going to fire him again because they made sure they institute this one for the Auditor General to go to work. Now, if this guy say, no, I don't want, what is going to happen? For them to be able to appoint a new minister, what are they going to do?
No, the appointment of the Auditor General for this is null and void. It is illegal.
It's illegal.
It's null and void. A sitting Auditor General cannot be appointed as a minister. That is the fact. It's null and void.
This is an assault, really, on our institutions. Yeah.
But